I'm so excited to be here to discuss Parent Guide for ECE uh, 631, Building Family and Community Partnerships. I do believe that this is an important topic. And I do believe that it should be a widespread um, tool for parents and for educators. So I will get right into it. Um, so I want to go over my time. The first part of the guide is effective partnership, and I'm going to discuss how effective ongoing home and community partnerships can support early education curriculum, learners, development, and the learning environment. I'm going to make sure I'm going to give you some research that will um, provide some rationale behind my standpoints. I do believe that family and school partnerships are collaborative relationships and activities involving school staff, parents, and other members of a school at a school. Effective partnerships are based on mutual trust and respect and a shared responsibility for the education of children and young people at the school. This is from familyschool.org. But I do share those same thoughts. I believe effective partnership between learners and educators provides a well-versed environment for the learner and the educator to gain from. So that means the environment won't be a one-sided environment. It won't be a pro for the teacher but not the child, or it won't be a pro for the child and the teacher. It'll be a well-versed environment due to having effective partnership. Um, and Teachers must be willing to go above and beyond to reach the learner. Sometimes we get lax, but I do believe that we should go above and beyond to reach our learners. And Reaching the learner in education does not only mean reaching the child, but it means reaching the whole family. That means starting from the child on up to the parents, whether it's mother and father, husband and wife, or however is kind of shaped. We should reach the entire family. Um, and also, I do believe we should provide programs that will allow parents to feel accepted in our learning environment. We allow the parents in our world, I believe this is when the relationship is water. So we plant the seed in enrollment. So they plant the seed when they decide to come to us, and as we allow them in, we accept the child in our program. That's when that relationship can be watered. And during enrollment, it is imperative that we grow. Uh, those relationships. We share our missions and our visions with them. Let them know how we are going to nurture their child in support of their education. Um, the relationship between the parent and the educator is important, but there must be a relationship between the learner and the educator as well. Educators work on behalf of their students every day, but some of the richest learning opportunities arise when the educator can take a step further and actually partner with the students to address issues that comes from student at the center hub.org. Um, and so the next piece I will talk about is communication and collaboration. Right now, we use monthly empowerment sessions as a collaboration strategy. I believe that these empowerment sessions allow parents to feel empowered. It allows them to be a part of what we have going on, and it allows them to choose different topics they want to be um, um, talked to about, trained on. They want more information about, as you will, if you will. Sorry. So Monthly empowerment sessions, once again, is what I use now. Kids and teens do better in school when parents are involved. Attending parent teacher conferences is one way to be involved and help the child succeed. A parent teacher conference is a great opportunity to discuss progress, strengths, needs, weaknesses, whatever, and allow the teacher and the parents to have some type of dialogue. During our empowerment sessions, we provide our families with a pre-selected itinerary. When we first enroll, they select topics they want to be trained on, and throughout the year, every month we have those topics during our parent empowerment session. I believe this strategy allows our parents to feel a part of our program. We empower them through these sessions um, to become self-sufficient and support their child's education. We empower them also to be a part of our program, and it will help them gain a respect for us and us gain a rapport with them. We also do monthly teacher conferences. Currently, we hold them every third Wednesday of the month. And during this time, we don't want teachers to kind of focus on negatives, but always focus on progress. If there isn't a negative, they will share that on an as needed basis. But I do allow them to have the conferences every third Wednesday so that they're able to um, share the progress and also share with the parents how they are working with their child, and a lot of parents to have any dialogue about any questions they may have, because we do know parents do have questions, so we allow them the time. I do believe conferences play an integral role in our education piece, and we believe that our parents play an active role, and by playing an active role, they should be able to be allowed to have conferences to learn about what's going on in the school. Family and community involvement. Right now, we are on a shelter in place, so we're not allowed to go outside unless we are going to the doctor, to um, stores, things like that. So this is a good one because right now families are more closer. They are being made to, if you will, be together for a longer period of time versus it was which parents are going to work, children come to school, they're not together as much. But now, since most jobs are closed and the shelter in place is in effect, they have a lot of time together. So I have been providing them with many opportunities to be working together. Right now, since we're in a time of crisis, at school, families can help us stay safe by practicing social distancing. That means we're distancing ourselves from each other. We're not around each other. They also can help us from the school standpoint by utilizing the resources that we have provided to them to ensure that children are continuing to learn. That means because if they've been gone from us for a long time, when they come back to us, it may be to the point they have forgotten or they've lost the information that we have shared with them. So we provide with parents with some information that can help us from the school standpoint. Um, Also, at home, the parents can utilize online resources that we have provided to them, such as our schedules, our lesson plans, and even our menus, to provide their children with the same high quality care that we will provide them on a daily basis. This will ensure that when we open back up, our children have not lost the values that we have instilled in them by our staff. Also, in our community, our parents can allow their children to help someone in need, and also the parents can have a part in this. We encourage our families to always go above and beyond for their neighbors. So we have provided them with different information they can use to volunteer in their community while we are out on this crisis. My future plans for partnership at this time, I believe this is a great time to nurture partnerships, grow partnerships, and fix partnerships. So um, right now, what we are doing, I believe that um, the family is the center of our program. Without the family, we don't have a program. So, from our NACI standards, it says families are primary importance in children's development. Um, and because the family and the early childhood practitioner have a common interest in child well-being, we acknowledge the primary responsibility to bring about communication, cooperation, and collaboration between the home and the early childhood program in ways that will enhance child development. So right now, like I said, we are in shelter in place. And so what we have been doing, I've been utilizing different methods to stay in contact with the parents, and providing them resources so they can feel supported. I have been sharing different resources such as homework, food resources, just resources they can use. And this has allowed us to nurture our relationship. Also, by the teacher, the parents taking on the role as a teacher. Um, they have really got a new respect for what we do daily, and so we have been able to go back and forth. We sent home assignments, and the parents are excited about doing it with their child. They're excited about turning them in on time. And I have encouraged them as they um, go through this time, they should stay and remain very vocal as they are now about assignments and about want to know what's going on and about learning about what's going on in the world of education and early childhood and stuff like that. They should remain very vocal because it will allow us to feed them with more information, and it will let us know they are wanting the information. They're receptive of the information, and um, I believe all these mechanisms that we have put in place as far as partnerships and building partnerships with our community leaders, we have also built partnerships where we can provide resources to our parents. So all these resources are being watered and nurtured during this time. So when we do reopen, we'll be able to um, hit the ground running, and we will already have that ground um, for relationships, partnerships, and communication already set in place because this was a good time to nurture those. Thank you so much for listening. This is a um, synopsis of what we've been talking about in this class. I've enjoyed you. Thank you so much for being a good instructor. Um, there will be a transcript to all of the stuff I discussed. Some of the stuff I kind of tied in together, but all of it is in the transcript. Thank you so much. Once again, I appreciate you. I hope you and your family are safe. Stay safe in this time. My prayers are with you. Until next time, take care.